Welcome, this is Doodle Me This with Kingston and Hamilton. I'm Ryan. I've never worked as a professional groomer. I've never even worked in a pet store grooming facility. I don't worry about technique or precision. I just know if you whatever technique that you use and you get the results that you're looking for, and you did it right. So I have here with me is Kingston here, and also have Hamilton. It's been shamefully about 3 or 4 days since I brushed them out, and I'm having great anxiety. I always worry about that. Usually I brush them every day, if not every other day, but it's been raining and time constraints, and plus give me an opportunity to kind of show what these pups really look like when have been been brushing a couple days. So you can already tell a lot of stringiness in the ears, the head, the face. You see that stringiness that he has. Same thing with his legs. You're starting to see how they're really getting naturally start twisting up, and that's going to cause some future problems there if I just let that keep going. It's okay. I mean, it starts with tangles, then knots, and the worst case scenario, matting, and that's going to be right down to the skin, kind of like carpet, and it's real uncomfortable for your pet. So I'm going to have 3 different tools I'm going to use. I have Pride and Groom as a leave-in conditioner. You could use warm water with them before you brush them. I don't like to brush them when they're dry. You are then going to use a rake comb. That's going to be used to test your work. And the main tool that you're going to use is a slicker brush. Sorry for my dirty brush. You can see I neglected a lot of things. But your slicker brush. And what makes a slicker brush a slicker brush? It's not straight pins. The pins will need to be angled, and that's going to allow you to get deep down into the coat and grab some of that residual hair, straighten the hair, and make sure your pup's fluffy. So I use a slicker brush. So those are the 3 ingredients: slicker brush, leave-in conditioner, comb, and your main ingredient is a Doodle. In this case, we have Kingston. Kingston is my statue when it comes to grooming them on the table. He does a really good job staying up there. He doesn't move a lot. I'm going to spray some leave-in conditioner over the body. Rub it in. The leave-in conditioner, I think the main ingredient is actually a silicone base, and what that does is make the hair slicker. Kind of puts a coating on it. Also cover their eyes, even though it's food grade they mentioned there. I still cover the eyes. I don't want that to irritate them anyway or take any chances with them. Plus, I'm sure it's uncomfortable. If somebody sprays some stuff in my eyes, you're probably gonna have a problem with it. So we cover the eyes. So we massage that in. We'll move off the table. A lot of stuff I gotta move off the table. I gotta figure out a solution for that. These dogs turn into soccer players every time I put something on the table. I'm surprised Kingston didn't kick this off. So you can already see over here on the left hand side, I'm going to start there, how stringy it is. And this is where the technique, now the proper way to do it is what they call line brushing, where you pick a line and you just work your way down the leg. And that's the actual way to do it. Now this is where I talk about, I'm not worried about precision or technique as long as I get the job done. So I know that it's superficial if I just brush straight down and it looks like I'm doing a good job, and well, the reality is you're not. You really do gotta get down to where you can see the skin, and sometimes you just can't do that. I keep these dogs pretty fluffy on their legs. The body is pretty short. I can probably just make one stroke and be just fine. But the point is, I gotta brush up my pup. So get that leg. I don't like to snatch Kingston or either both these dogs on legs. It's uncomfortable. You just grab hold and just kind of start to guide it up. One of the techniques I do pay attention to is how I use the brush. Because this angle, what I want to do is use it as an ice cream scoop. I'm sorry about that, Kingston. As an ice cream scoop. And I just go in a rolling motion, use that angle for the brush, and that's how I use it. So Kingston sometimes doesn't cooperate, so he sat down, so I just let him sit. Standing back up, no muss, no fuss. Just get him back up and he's repositioned. He's happy to cooperate. I would also mention that when you do pick up his leg, don't go out at an angle. That hurts. That's uncomfortable. I just try to keep the weight underneath. I I use my arm as support so he can rest himself on my arm as well. And here's a trick. While you got that leg open, you can go to the other side because he has no choice but to stay where he's at because you got one leg. He's just not going to just lay down on you. You got a little time to brush that leg. So we're going to keep going. Keep brushing. Don't give up. They're going to move around. This is a kind of an art to it. What makes it difficult because you're performing art on a living, breathing creature here. So you just keep on going. So you just want to keep on scooping. Dig deep. Go different angles. You can. And already you can start to see how he's starting to get that fluffiness that you're looking for. See that stringiness? So we're going to come around. Watch that loose skin so you can see how you see the white. That's the skin. And because I can see that, I want to go a little bit gentler with it. Alright. Once again, he's pretty short in the body, so I can really just kind of run through this. The other advantage I have, I'm a little heavy-handed. I can really just kind of push in. If you push in too much, start to hurting them, they'll let you know. They'll start looking at you like, don't do that. You're bothering me. But don't be afraid of them. These are big dogs, pretty sturdy. So now I have the paw here. You can really see, get into the skin, brush it back, bring those curls out, and see how fluffy he is. You're going to see how big and fluffy his leg is. They're really small. I mean, he's really a small guy. But when you start to brush them out, it just turns to big, huge fur balls. See that whiteness, and then the curls start to come out there. When you do that line brushing, that's what you want to look at. That's what you want to see. But you want to make sure that you start somewhere and make it to the end. And wherever it takes guys to get there. Up, down, however you want to do it. I try to work my way down. Sometimes I work my way up. The main thing is that did you go out there and brush your doodle? Well, make sure I get that elbow. Alright, so even in with that one leg finish, see the huge difference you have? You can actually kind of see all the trash and debris that they have in there. So that's one of the benefits that you have between the two legs. So they get a lot of dog treats. I got some debris in there that I gotta get out. So we'll get the other leg. We'll do the same thing. I'm gonna bend it, so we're just gonna exaggerate what we got here. So I'm gonna grab that leg, bend it a little bit. You can see me just brushing out those curls, and I can see the skin from this angle. And Kingston's doing so great. Why is this still? Well, we've been doing this since he's been a puppy, and just give him some credit. He's just a very compliant pup. We call him the golden boy. One, he's a Goldendoodle. Although he's black, that's okay because we're in Texas. You know what we call oil here in Texas? Black gold. So we can call him the golden boy, even though he's black. So if you're watching this, you can see some of that debris, dust, dead skin up close. That's part of the reason why I have a apron now. Keep that all off of me. I do wear glasses to help me see a little bit better, but I'm actually probably wearing them more now just to keep it out of my eyes. And once again, I have a shop floor fan. Usually I have it on to kind of blow the debris away from me. I usually don't stand too long on this side of the pups. But And I do lose a pup from now and then. I don't get too upset about it. He did pretty well. He'll be back. I do let them get that out of their system. Cleaning brush, I just use the rake comb, go the opposite angle of the brush, get it out there and drop it off. I don't like the mechanical brush where you push the button. I find that you still get hung up. They're cheap plastic, and then you can't clean the brush because the blades go into it. And even if you clean the blades, I say blades, bristles, they go in, who knows what's in there. So Kingston Hamilton must have saw a cat. Usually Hamilton doesn't take off like that. Usually Kingston. So let's see if we can get him back. Kingston. Here, pop, 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 pop. Here, pop, 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 pop. Hey, Kingston. Kingston. Hey, buddy. We're almost done. Kingston. Come on. Hey. No. Place. There we go. And we're back. So hopefully I got that out of the system. That's probably about the other thing about having two dogs. They feed off each other. Because Kingston would never know there was something going on until Hamilton took off. So I got the one leg down, nice and fluffy. Almost forgot about this step here. That's why I'm going back to that precision technique. Did I get it all? It's pretty tight in there. This coat's pretty thick, but for the most part, I can get a comb through. So just to make sure, we're gonna come back through. We're gonna brush through and brush again. Make sure we get down to the skin. Same thing here. Come back with the comb. See if we can get through. Yeah. I don't feel like there's anything there. This is just really showing how thick Kingston's coat really is. It's not like I'm undoing a knot or anything. It's just that his coat's pretty thick and he's pretty fluffy. So, see, I gotta do a little bit more right near his foot, near his paw. Get those curls out. See how that's curly? I need to get some of that out. Let me have that paw one more time. Kingston, give it to me. So how long does it usually take? For one dog, it takes me probably about 10 to 15 minutes to brush the whole body. You don't have to feel like that's, you have to do that all the time. You can break it up. You can do the front legs one day, do the back legs the next, and then body, head, and so on, so on. So thank you to my camera person. It's raining, which is very odd because it's blue skies, white clouds, but I'll see above us, above the house where we can't see it. There's a rain cloud because it's raining. So once again, grab that leg, make sure you support your pup. Take advantage. I got one leg down. Get the inside. Brush it. Look at him getting clever. He's hopping along on that one leg. This guy, just look how fluffy Kingston really is. I like that look. So when they run, or even when Kingston walks, he bounces. And having them fluffy like that, it just really makes it more dramatic. A dramatic look to them. So much, it actually looks like they're floating in the air or actually in slow motion because of that coat bouncing and dancing like it does. And when they move. Once again, I don't have to do a lot of work. They're pretty thin on the body. I don't have to do a lot of work on that. And now we're going to get to the face. Start with one ear. Work it back. Gotta be careful with the ears. A lot of loose skin, sensitive skin. Don't forget your technique. You kind of want to scoop or roll that brush. Trying to see how I'm picking up hair of the coat. Kingston actually likes his ears to be rubbed. And I tell if it's uncomfortable or he doesn't like it. Usually I kind of know that by either they're going to yawn, lets me know they're kind of frustrated or aggravated or annoyed, or they'll start to shake. Kind of nervous energy. Let's try to shake that off. But Kingston's very polite, very accommodating, so he's willing to put up with it. I'm trying to get so what I'm trying to do is just go along the edges of the ear without pulling too much. I don't want to make it too uncomfortable. But I gotta get every section because his ears have a lot of, I want to call it undercoat, but it's really fine, and I find that to mat up quicker than anything else on his body. So I think I got that done. See how you can see how that really starts to, if you leave that in there, it really starts to mat up. You put water to that, it's just going to become a knot. So let's see how I did. So we'll go back with the comb. Once again, thick coat. You can see how the comb is not really hanging up. It's just going through. You may get something, but it could be just because of so much hair. Man, does it look silky as you come through it. So no more stringing this. Fluff, right? Fluffy look to it. Nature of his coat, he's naturally stringy compared to his brother there. But already compared to one ear to another, so really stringy, not so much. So we'll get the head. You see that stringiness there? You really can hear that brush doing its job, just a crunching noise. Already almost like he's like Two-Face, right? See how fluffy it is on one side and the other side not so much, kind of everything's clumped together. I'm kind of heavy-handed when I brush through. As much as I can get away with it. If it's bothering them, they'll let me know. They'll say their protests. The face there, they kind of leave it long. You can see how the barber really cuts them down low, and then jawline gets real fluffy. Move that ear back. Trying not to catch the inside of that ear. Roll that brush. Try to cover that eye. I don't want to catch them with it. Before I get too far, see how we did. Yeah, those are pretty smooth. You can line brush, but I can tell you that's going to take a lot of time, a lot of work. It's just if you brush your pup frequently, it's that much easier. So got that stash, holds a bunch of trash and debris. I wouldn't recommend this coming out. I usually just fold it, take my hand, fold that as much as possible, and then come down. Not too hard because you got lips there, right? You got lips, eyes. Now just grab hold and just kind of brush it through. You see all that goodness he's there. He's like savoring the meals. That could be why he's skipping humps on meals, because he's already been eating all day through his stash. All right, come back and get the rest using the comb. A little bit of protest there. This is the part where you just gotta not give up. He's been up there for a while. He's ready to get down. He's ready to play. But for your part, don't give up on them. They don't really know what they need. You do. Just push through it, and then they can play. So that stash on one side, the other side not so much. Gotta get that done. Get the one side done. The head's done. We just got here. We go. We got our famous friend Archie next door. He's another he's a Goldendoodle. Actually, there's two of them, Toby and Archie. These are good buds. The Kingston and Hamilton. They talk amongst themselves quite a bit. So, we're almost done, folks. Get to this one ear, one last ear, try to go all the way around. It's done. Kingston already knows what's coming. He knows it's almost over. Grab that stash. Let's take my thumb, pull it over, get underneath, do a little line brush on that mustache. Can you sit? Sit. There you go. I'm gonna have Kingston look straight up. So get that neck, chin. And you can see all that food and debris. Come back with the comb. Just even that out. All right, look at you. Look at you. So check that pup out. He's all brushed out, and he's gonna get better and better because he's gonna be back on schedule. And it won't be as much work, and it won't be as much time to brush him out. So Kingston, look at me. Look at me. Oh, look how handsome he looks. Good puppy. Good puppy. So 3 ingredients. No. Break, a little leave-in conditioner, our slicker brush. Main ingredient is a Doodle, well behaved. That's our golden boy. He's our statue. I'll have Hamilton next here afterwards, but we're just going to show one pup, and I think we get the idea. We'll make sure we put some clothes on him. We don't want him running around here without his clothes. Neighbors will start to complain. Put back on with your shirt. And now he can bolt off the table. And you're probably going to watch him how he's going to jump away from Hamilton. So break. There you go. All right. Thank you, April.